Sponsor time! Hey guys, before today's video, I'm going to talk to you about this very interesting app I got. It's called Amino, and you can download it for free for both Android and iOS. Let's take a look. Amino is a social community app where you can connect with people that share your interests. There's thousands of different Aminos for you to join and explore. And as you might have guessed, yes, there is one for How to Train Your Dragon. And you can join it very easily just by typing in How to Train Your Dragon. Just click on the one you like and then click join. This one features both quizzes, art posting, image sharing, discussions, role playing, and much more. And you can even create your own Amino, your very own personal community. And I actually took the time to do that. It's called Silver Willowwing Dragon Nest, and you're free to join that. So be sure to follow the links below and join my Amino, as well as the other How to Train Your Dragon Aminos out there. Do it very simply just by typing in How to Train Your Dragon in the search tab and join that Amino. I just posted something really cool on the How to Train Your Dragon Amino, which you can go ahead and check out as well. I hope to see you there. Now let's get on to the video. Hello everyone, my name is Silver Willowwing and welcome to the ultimate The Hidden World Q&A, where we'll be discussing a lot of the questions and speculations that has been going on surrounding the new upcoming How to Train Your Dragon film, which is going to come out very soon. So we're going to do some questions and have some fun little discussion, community discussion here today. So let's just jump into it. The first question is by Wilson Silver. Hey Silver, do you think the light fear will ever be tamed? Maybe even be ridden by someone? Well, I don't think that the light fear will ever be truly tamed, because the director Dean Dubler said that it was very important for the light fury to be wild, to remain free and like this free spirit, and that's also why she most likely won't have a name for this upcoming film. She will just be the light fury because she's not anyone's dragon, she's just a wild dragon. But I do believe that she's gonna form a special bond with Hiccup. Maybe not to the extent of actually riding her, but he will definitely be clinging on to her, as we have seen in some of the trailers. And she will actually also be ridden against her will by Grimmel, as it was revealed in one of the recent TV spots / trailers. So she will definitely be ridden, but not something she would agree to. But I do believe that Hiccup and her will have some sort of special bond, and whether that results in her being ridden, I'm not sure. But most likely there will be some sort of connection, we don't know yet. Very nice question. Next up we have Julia Flyer. Will Hiccup see Toothless again? Because in the trailer we see a 40-year-old Hiccup with Toothless, so will they meet again? I'm not sure if he's 40-year-old, but yeah, sure, he could be. It's very specific. But yes, I think it's quite apparent that they will meet again, and that Hiccup will have a last flight with Toothless. This has also been kind of hinted at in the poster, in the promotional posters, where we see old Hiccup riding on Toothless. So I'm pretty sure that they're gonna reunite, even if they do get separated in the film, and they will fly together once again. So they will definitely see each other again at some point. Will Astrid have baby with Hiccup? I think it's quite clear that yes, they will definitely create offspring, and most likely so will Toothless and the Light Fury. It's just written in the stars. That's my 2 cents on that, at least. Dennis Ngara. So which one do you think is more powerful, Death Gripper or Skrill? I think that the Death Gripper is possibly one of the strongest dragons to ever appear in the franchise. This dragon has both armor, tusks, venom, acid, and amazing prowess in general. I think this dragon is insanely powerful. And it will be a really big challenge because it has so many features that are just so insane. It even has the pincers on its forelimbs, which you can use to crush and kind of hold on to its prey. So I definitely think that one, the Death Gripper, is stronger than most dragons actually. Carmen Quinn. Will Toothless and the Light Fury breed? As I just said before, I think it's very likely that they are going to create offspring. And that they will have several small dragonlings and save the Night Fury species to an extent, at least create a hybrid that will live on. I think it's quite likely that that's gonna happen. Glitchix. Do you think Draco Bloodlist will make an appearance in the movie since his Bewilderbeast has been seen in other movie clips? So it has already been revealed that Draco's Bewilderbeast will be appearing in the new film, and I think it's quite likely that Draco will appear as well. And there's one very key evidence to this. It's the fact that the voice actor for Draco Bloodlist is in the credits for this upcoming film. So Draco will definitely appear, whether it is in flashbacks or if he's actually gonna make a return. It's not clear yet, but he's definitely going to be in the movie. That is quite likely. Toothless Night Fury AJ. Are the Dragon X Stormfly passes while flying in the Hidden World Light Fury X? So this has been a question that's been on a lot of people's minds, even my mind. I even made a video about it, but ultimately I don't think that they are. I think that the dragon inside looks very different. The skull proportions are very different from what we see the Light Fury. And the tail is ultimately lacking the two fins, and I think it's a different dragon. But it could surprise, because the fetus is only so much. Like, how much does a human fetus look like a human? It's very different, the proportions are very different, so we don't really know. But I ultimately don't think that they are. So here we have a few other questions by Toothless Night Fury AJ. So this is a similar question: will Toothless and Hiccup ever see each other again after the goodbye? We already covered that. And then we have, why is Toothless wearing dragon skin? So this I have talked about previously as well. Hiccup is making armor out of shedded dragon skin. With all reptiles, they shed their skin because their skins are not as flexible as mammals, so it cannot grow. Therefore, they have to shed it in order to become larger when they grow. And simply when the skin gets too worn out, they change it and they shed. So Hiccup is using this shedded skin to then create armor, very strong fireproof armor. So no dragons were harmed in the process of making dragon skin for armor. How is Grimmel controlling the Light Fury? Grimmel is injecting the Light Fury with Death Gripper venom. The Death Gripper venom comes from the tail, the stinger of the Death Gripper, and it is of a purple kind of color, and we can actually see it being injected into the skull of the Light Fury in that one movie clip. And it's very terrifying, but that's how Grimmel does it. He controls dragons by injecting them with a very small dose of Death Gripper venom, which keeps them subdued. Similar in the sense of how an alpha controls the other dragons, Grimmel simply uses venom to do this. And he might also even be using it on the Death Grippers themselves, using their own venom on them, because Grimmel doesn't know how to train dragons. He just used them to do his bidding. So that's how he does it. Then we have Ryan Taylor. Will Stoick return in the third movie? Like, maybe he faked his death or was captured? Stupid question, LOL. Yeah, Stoick will actually be making an appearance in this movie, but it will not be because he's still alive. It will be a flashback similar to what we have seen in the trailer, where he stands with Hiccup and tells him about the hidden world, which he did in the past when Hiccup was around maybe 2 or 3 years old. So he will not be coming back from the death, but he will appear in the Hidden World film, definitely. Will Hiccup find more Night Furies, and he find/save more Night Fury in cages? I think it has been confirmed that Toothless is the only Night Fury, still to this day, but there will however be more Light Furies in the Hidden World, because the Light Fury we see in the trailer is not the last of her kind, unlike Toothless. There will be several more Light Furies to appear in the upcoming movie, but I do believe that there will be no more Night Furies, and Toothless is the very last one. That's kind of the premise of the whole movie, that Grimmel wants to get Toothless because he is the last one. So we will see more Light Furies, but not more Night Furies. Will the Green Death/Red Death return? No. Ultimately, that dragon is dead. That dragon exploded and it died right on the spot there on Dragon Island. However, the species is still possibly a thing that lives out there, so whether we will see a Green Death in the Hidden World, we don't know yet. I think it's quite likely, because there's so many dragons in the Hidden World. It would be amazing to see another Death dragon. Maybe not the Red Death, but possibly the Green Death, which could be super interesting, because that one might not be as aggressive as the previous one was. It's hard to tell, because we have a Bewilderbeast in the Hidden World, we have Draco's Bewilderbeast, so who knows what else is hiding in there. Then we have one from Hannah Gamer. If you need to choose Toothless and the Light Fury, that they gonna get a baby, or that there would be more Night Furies. Personally, I think it's a tricky question because the whole idea with Toothless being the last is kind of a big deal for this franchise. He has to be the last. It makes him special in a sense, not that Toothless isn't special on his own. I was hoping that he would find another Night Fury if they were gonna go with this whole love idea. But the Light Fury is also very fine. But if I had to pick, then I would replace the Light Fury with another Night Fury so that Toothless could find a friend. I don't necessarily need there to be babies. I don't need the species to go on for whatever. I want Toothless to be happy for as long as he lives. And if he could just find a friend that isn't necessarily a female, I would be fine with that as well. I think it would be a great thing for Toothless to find one of his own kind. I think the Light Fury is gonna be ultimately very similar, so it will still be close to the same thing. So, but if I had to choose, I would pick the Night Fury. I would. Then we have Palm Girl. Do you know how Toothless is able to redirect lightning like the Skrill? Also, do you think the Skrill will be in the movie? I need answers. So the Skrill is a strike class dragon similar to Toothless. It's quite likely that there would be one Skrill in the Hidden World. It's also quite likely that there wouldn't, because the Skrill is a very ancient dragon species that is very, very endangered, and there's not that many left. So I'm not sure if we're gonna see one in the film. But since they are of the same class, there's a high possibility that Toothless has this ability because they are in some sense related very, very far back. Toothless is also described in the Book of Dragons as the offspring of lightning and death itself. So that has always kind of been hinting at the fact that Toothless has some probability, some ability to control lightning, or at least like redirect it through its body. And he haven't done so yet because he has always had Hiccup on his back, and he probably doesn't want to fry his best friend, does he now? So I think that's why we haven't seen it before, but I think it's very likely that he just has this ability in his body, similar to what the Skrill has. Do you think that School of Dragons will add Light Fury, since we know that she isn't the last of her kind? Also, if School of Dragons were to add Light Furies, what would you name it? Interesting question. I hope that School of Dragons, which is an official How to Train Your Dragon game that's online, you can create your own Viking and have your own dragons, in case you weren't familiar. I hope that they will add the Light Fury, because it would be amazing to have your own personal Light Fury. I also hope they will add the Death Gripper and the Crimson Gorgutter and a few of the other dragons as well that we haven't seen yet. I think it's quite likely that we will get Light Furies because she isn't the last of her kind. They're thriving fine in the Hidden World. I'm not sure what I would name mine though. Maybe something Greek, Cerberus, Athena, maybe. Some elegant name at least, because she's such a white creature. Even if it was a male, I would still, be going with something elegant like Achilles or something, Perseus, something like that. Just off the top of my head. So that's probably what I would go with. Then we have Minty the Arctic Fox. Who is your favorite background dragon? Thank you so much for asking this question, because my favorite dragon in this franchise is actually a background dragon, and that is the Sniffle Hunch. The Sniffle Hunch is a dragon that doesn't really appear much except in the backgrounds. It's the dragon that kind of sniffed Toothless behind in the second film, and then it was, bending down, kneeling in front of the wildebeest, and it was like around in the background. It ultimately wasn't shown very much, but I love this dragon. I think the Sniffle Hunch is so adorable, and I just absolutely adore it. It's so freaking cute, and I really just think the design is great. So I hope that the Sniffle Hunch will be making an appearance in this movie as well, and they'll be flying around in the background because I really love them. They're so cute. But thank you so much for watching as well. I really hope you enjoyed this. Maybe I'll be hosting another Q&A in the future if you like them. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more How to Train Your Dragon the Hidden World adventures, and hopefully I'll see you next time. So long, Dragon Riders!